Hi guys, welcome! In this video, we'll take a look at the new pets coming this episode 5. There are a lot of new pets coming our way. In fact, there are a total of 25 new pets. In the first part of this guide, we'll cover pets that we can catch in the field. And in the second half, we'll take a look at the new episode 5 feature, the Pet Fusion, wherein we can create new pets by combining together existing ones. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. There are 15 new pets that we can catch in the field. We'll cover where to catch them, what taming items we need, and how many of those taming items would give us a 100% catch rate. In addition, we'll highlight some of the notable pet skills so you guys may pick and choose which one is for you. Note that the taming items may be translated differently when the patch is released, but I'll include a photo as a reference. Alright, let's start with the lower level pets and work our way up, starting with the spore found in the capital sewer. We'll need a dew-laden moss taming item which can be bought using colorful shells. Gift it 2 times, then use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your MDef by 5% and plant damage reduction by 10% at max skill level. Notably, it could also be used for Pet Fusion, which we'll discuss later on. Next, we have the poison spore found in the sunken ship or ghost ship. We'll need a deadly noxious herb taming item. Gift it 2 times, then use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your MDef by 5% and poison damage reduction by 10% at max skill level. Then we have the Whisperer, also found in the ghost ship. We'll need the oak coffin taming item. Gift it 3 times, then use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your ghost damage by 3% and physical damage reduction by 5% at max skill level. Notably, it could also be used for Pet Fusion. Next, we have the Rocker found in the Frontera West Gate or Labyrinth Forest. We'll need a Singing Flower taming item. Gift it 2 times, then use 1 for catching. Having this pet by your side will increase your flee by 10 and physical attack by 30 at max skill levels. Then we have the Goblin Hammer found in the Goblin Forest. We'll need a Hammer Goblin Ring taming item. Gift it 3 times, then use 1 for catching. Having this pet by your side will increase your physical penetration by 1% and demi-human damage by 3% at max skill levels. Notably, it could also be used for Pet Fusion. Moving on to Morok, we have the Peko Peko. We'll need a Chubby Earthworm taming item. Give it 2 times, then use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your Ignore Def by 5% and max HP by 500 at max skill levels. Notably, it could also be used for Pet Fusion. Next, also found in Morok is the Golem. We'll need a Magic Stone taming item. Give it 2 times, then use 1 for catching. Having this pet by your side will reduce your magic damage received by 5% and increase your stone resistance by 20% at max skill levels. Next, we have the Moonak found in the Pion Cave first floor. We'll need a Magic Ladder taming item. Give it 2 times, then use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your poison damage by 3% and refine damage reduction by 5% at max skill levels. Note that this pet could also be used for Pet Fusion. Moving to the upper levels of Pion Cave, we have the Dokebi. We'll need the Old Broom taming item. Give it 2 times and use 1 for catching. Having this pet by your side will increase your refined attack by 5% and trap resistance by 20% at max skill levels. Note that catching this pet will give us a +2 magic attack unlock. Next, we have the Orc Warrior found in the Orc Village. We'll need the Orc Trophy taming item. Gift it 3 times and use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your attack speed by 5% and HP recovery by 9% at max skill levels. Then we have the Succubus found in Glassheim. We'll need a Soft Apron taming item which is dropped from the Endless Tower. Gift it 3 times and use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your refined magic attack by 15 and reduce your demon damage received by 10% at max skill levels. Note that this pet could be used for Pet Fusion and has a +2 attack unlock. Also found in the Glassheim is the Incubus. We'll need a Girl's Love Letter taming item which is dropped from the Endless Tower. Gift it 4 times and use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your refined attack by 15 and reduce your demon damage received by 10% at max skill levels. Notably, it could also be used for Pet Fusion and has a +2 attack unlock. Next, we have the Marmot from the Ainbrook field. we'll need a Monster's Goggles Taming item from the Endless Tower. Gift it 4 times and use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your attack speed by 5% and movement speed by 5% at max skill levels. Note that this pet could also be used for pet fusion. Moving on to the new episode 5 maps, we have the crew found in the Niflheim field. We'll need a black cloth taming item. Give it 4 times and use 1 for catching. Having this pet by your side will increase your movement speed by 5% and reduce physical and magic damage received by 3% at max skill levels. Note that catching this pet will give a +2 attack unlock. Lastly, also from the new maps, we have the Dullahan. We'll need the armor piece of the Dullahan taming item from the Endless Tower. Gift it 5 times and use 1 for catching for a 100% catch rate. Having this pet by your side will increase your damage to the undead race by 4% and reduce your undead damage received by 10% at max skill levels. This will be useful when farming the Fairy Main in the Magma Dungeon or the new undead Niflheim monsters like the Kuth, Dullahan, and Lud. Again, note that the names of the taming items may be translated differently once the patch is released in the C and global servers. Alright, on to part 2 of this guide, we have the Pet Fusion. Pet Fusion is a new feature wherein we can combine pets to create a new one. To fuse a pet, we'd need to use this handbook from your inventory which contains details of the fusion pets. We can see the pet skills, stats, and alternate skins. By selecting the small blue icon, we can see the pets we'd need for fusion. Remember that the intimacy of the pets you'll need for the fusion should be at level 10. For the Aboon, we'd need a level 10 Pouring and a level 10 Lunatic to unlock her. Just select the pets, pay 10,000 Zenny, and now we have our own Aboon from the Pet Fusion. What's special about this pet is that it can resurrect its owner and recover 100% of the HP. Furthermore, it will increase your max HP by 500 and HP recovery by 10% at max skill level, thus making it a good pet for survivability. Another pet from the Pet Fusion is the Smokey. We would need a level 10 Savage Babe, level 10 Peko Peko, and a level 10 Marmot. Having this pet by your side will increase your physical damage by 40 and increase your brute damage reduction by 10% at max skill level. Note that unlocking this pet would give a +2 magic attack unlock. Next, we have the Bongon. You would need a level 10 Yo-Yo and a level 10 Munak. Having this pet by your side will increase your hit by 10 and increase your fear resistance by 20% at max skill level. Up next, we have the Marionette. We would need a level 10 Lunatic and a level 10 Whisper. Having this pet by your side will reduce your ghost damage received by 4% and increase your SP recovery by 10%. Unlocking this pet would only give a +20 HP unlock. However, the Marionette is needed for the fusion of our next pet, the Miyabe Nino. For Miyabe Nino, we would need a level 10 Isis and a level 10 Marionette. Having this pet by your side will increase your healing received by 5%. Furthermore, this pet has a recovery skill which has a 100% chance to cure you from the frozen, stoned, or trapped status. In addition, it has a shelter skill in which you'll have a 50% immunity to the aforementioned status effects. Note that unlocking this pet will give a +2 magic attack unlock. Next, we have the Harpy. We would need a level 10 Spore, level 10 Desert Wolf Baby, and a level 10 Mandragora Seed. Having this pet by your side will increase your magic attack by 40 and increase your wind damage by 3% at max skill level. Note that unlocking this pet will give a +2 attack unlock. This will be good for warlocks when farming with Chain Lightning. Next, we have the mini boss Alice. We would need a level 10 Baphomet Jr. and a level 10 Harpy. Having this pet by your side will increase your ignore death by 2% and increase your crit by 15 at max skill level. Note that unlocking this pet will give a +2 attack unlock. Another mini boss that can become a pet is a Joltrish. We will need a level 10 Incubus and a level 10 Succubus. Having this pet by your side will increase your physical penetration by 2% and your attack by 40. Note that unlocking this pet will give a +2 magic attack unlock. This is the ideal pet option for physical damage dealers. Next, another pet that requires a Succubus is the Evil Nymph. To unlock this pet, we would need a level 10 Sohi and a level 10 Succubus. This pet has skills that deal ghost damage and another skill that has a chance to freeze targets. Note that unlocking this pet will give a +2 attack unlock. Alright, lastly we have the Christmas Goblin. We will need a level 10 Goblin Hammer and a level 10 Pouring. Having this pet by your side will increase your flee by 10 and your physical attack by 30 at max skill levels. Alright, so far we've gone through all the new pets for episode 5. We touched on where to find the new pets, what taming items to use, how to fuse pets, and the notable pet skills and features. I hope this video was helpful in helping you guys decide which new pet to take care of in the next episode. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I would love you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you for watching. See you in your next episode.